Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the ChatGTM Podcast. It's Michael Beck and Chad Horn reporting live here once again from the MURTEC 2026 show here in Las Vegas, Nevada at the beautiful Caesars Palace Casino and Resort. We're here with a very special guest who's got a strong eyeglass game, which I really respect a lot. Those are power glasses. That's like, I am going to think about buying you and destroying you.
Yeah, a little bit.
Miss Cristal Craven, who would neither buy or destroy anybody. She always lifts people up. Wonderful person, great friend, fellow environmentalist, a beacon of hospitality.
A beacon of hospitality. That's good because I'm not going to do anything else. So
because she shines, baby, she shines. Yeah.
Founder of Dangerous Trade Show Events.
Founder of Dangerous Trade. You know what's funny is I've been in this industry now for 30 years, right? I was in restaurants. I was a corporate trainer. I managed. I've been into hospitality tech. This year, it'll be 20 years in hospitality technology. I've seen POS go through PCI. I've seen cloud come. I've seen so many changes. And my legacy is that I founded the FS Tech Sausage Race.
Oh, my God.
Out of everything I've done.
That is it.
I was there.
And that's it. That's what I will forever be reminded for is the Wiener Relay.
That's right. That's right. And I owe you a trophy 3D printed for next year with the what do we call it? The sausage cup. No, we had a really clever name.
Oh, it was so good. Yeah, I can't remember either. That was so good. So that's what's left of me after 20 years. Is I founded the Wiener Race.
Fantastic.
But that's our industry, right? I mean, that is what makes it so fun.
We're irreverent.
We are irreverent.
We're
competitive. Yeah, I love that.
So we are here. Cristal Craven is with a company called SynergySuite, which is her bread and butter. I imagine part of this. And used to be a admired competitor of mine, and then turned, well, we were always friends, but it was like, man, they got a really sexy UI. Wow, that product really shines and looks great, right?
It does.
And so what I don't know is all the things that have happened since I stopped selling back office.
Which is so much. And it's funny, we do have a great UI. That's a big part of what we do because we want to be a good tool. But 2 years ago, if everyone said, why
first
should
define
you...
it. What is SynergySuite first?
Well, so SynergySuite is back office, right? We do the business part of it. So you do all the sexy stuff up front. You have your point of sale, your loyalty, your KDS, your menu boards, everything that's customer facing. We do everything that customers don't see that keeps the doors open. So we do labor, time and attendance, inventory, purchasing, reporting, cash management, food safety, and operational workflow management, which is essentially your checklists and your to-dos.
Right.
So we keep the lights on in that way. But as a company, we were founded in Ireland. We've been around for a really long time. We moved to the United States in 2018, had some really great luck right away with some really large brands. And then we took a step back. The one thing that's always been consistent about SynergySuite is we are the best people. Like once you partner with us, you understand that we are authentic and we genuinely care about our customers in the industry. But for a really long time, that was probably the reason to buy us. And our product was good. It was good.
Right.
Our product now is great.
Ooh.
It is great.
Ooh.
It is so amazing at what it does. And it's really fun to be here right now working for SynergySuite because we still are the best people, but now we have the best product.
Chad, pressure test that statement.
Well, I'm going to dive into the statement. So this is going to sound like a stupid question, but I want your answer to it because I think it'll be amazing. Because why does having great people matter to the customer?
Well, first, that's a really good question. All of our customers, their entire job is to be good to people. That's how it gets them back. And they need that back. If your entire job is to be hospitable and to be a brand ambassador and to take care of people, your battery gets drained really quickly and you need people to take care of you. That's why it matters.
Awesome.
That's why it matters. They're giving all day long to their customers. They need somebody to fill up their battery and fill their cup. And when you need to be able to run your business and you need to be able to pick up the phone and work with somebody, they need to be the filler of your cup. And I think that's why it matters. I don't know. My husband's in medicine. It's very black and white, right? It's very transactional. It's very black and white. They don't need that necessarily. But I think for us, we do. I think our customers need us to be hospitality for them.
And I think I've seen, and we all have multiple examples. If you don't have good people, guess what? They lose people. People don't want to stay around that team, and then the product eventually suffers because you don't have the retained team to like keep building on it. It's always restarting.
And you tell when people are not happy with their people. I mean, look, and obviously we're not walking around at the trade show right now, but you know, you walk around and you see the booths and you know who really loves being where they are and who is just there because that's their job today. And you can feel it. You can
They're
feel
on their phone, they walk by, they scowl at you.
They're not excited to talk about what they do. I'm like super excited to talk about what we do because it's so much fun right now and we're having such a good time doing it. And like, that's everything. I wake up every day and I'm happy to be here.
I love that. To me, it's also a red flag. If you're talking to somebody in the sales process, it doesn't feel good or comfortable. Not that they're not asking hard questions, right? Which they should of each other. But if they're just crappy and hard to communicate with, that sets the tone for everything.
Yeah.
This is how your life is going to be. And you're signing on the dotted line that you're okay with. This is how it's going to be.
Well, so you just answered Chad's question. Like, why does it matter? Because that's how it matters, right? Their jobs are hard enough.
Yeah.
So we did some stuff last year. And it's interesting because what we did is inventory is not sexy. It's not. It's actually not even a little bit. And you get it, right? You've been there.
Yeah.
It is, pack conversions and EDI and suppliers and purchasing and counting things on a shelf. And, it's not sexy, but it's really, really important.
Well, even that's what the keynote said. If I could solve one thing, it's procurement, right? And around that is that same world. It's not sexy, but it's the thing to solve.
So we did something kind of cool with that.
Yeah.
Last year we had a great product and we set out to do time-based ROI. So we're not, look, inventory is inventory. We have it honed in. We have it dialed in. This is great. It's going to take you a couple hours to do this. It's going to take you a couple hours to do your purchasing or your procurement.
Yep.
Now how can we get that down to 30 minutes? So we started utilizing AI in a way that we felt best served our customers, which is getting the general managers to have less time on tasks and more time in the field, right? Focus on development, raise up your people, be brand ambassadors, take care of your customers, know your customers, focus on the things that you don't have time to do because you're so busy running the business. So we started putting AI models into specifically our forecast. Okay. And then that played out into purchasing, right? We want to be able to have managers do their purchasing in 20 minutes a week as opposed to 2 hours or however long it takes to figure out what they need. So we did that.
And to be able to trust the suggested order or the forecasted order.
Right. And we failed at suggested orders before. I think everybody's tried to do it, but the way that we were doing it before didn't work. It wasn't the right model. Right. So we took a step back, we redid it. And what we found was our general managers have cut 3 to 5 hours a week off of their task-based goals.
Okay.
And then we're like, well, what are you gonna do with that time? And they're like, well, there are leaders in my restaurant currently that are not being nurtured, that aren't being developed. I don't have time for training. I don't have time for getting to know my people or my customers. So now that's what I'm going to do. But then the kind of weirdest thing happened. They also started to see an incredibly dramatic additional reduction in their food costs. Ooh. So we ran numbers on our 2 largest customers last year. After putting in AI ordering, we had 8.03 and 8.31% reduction in their food cost.
What's the attribution?
First, the question is am I lying? Because no brand that runs that many restaurants
that's why I was looking for attribution.
has that type of variance, right? That's impossible. Like they'd be out of business a long time ago. And this is really what it came into, is if you have really, really, really focused procurement and ordering, one, you create behavior change in your stores. You have a scarcity mentality, meaning if you know that you have just enough, but not too much, you're not going to overportion. Your waste goes down significantly. Like, I am going to run out of everything I need the moment before that truck arrives. Right. Now you don't have extra things on the shelves. Everything you use has to be precise. So you're changing behavior. Yep. Your waste is going down considerably, but you're also not sitting on gut feelings of inventory. I'm pretty sure I need an extra case of chicken. I'm pretty sure I need 10 cases of strawberries. Like, we're telling you exactly what you need to get through the moment until that truck shows up with more.
Right.
And that's where we started to see a change. And that was really fun for us because we didn't start out doing that. We were starting out trying to get managers to have more time. And what we found is I think the way the AI should be used in restaurants is to really make people's lives better and make the humans able to be more human. we found that we actually were able to even squeeze those teeny little margins even tighter. And it was fun. It was a fun thing to do. So I'm excited to be where I'm at right now. It's really fun to see what we're doing for people.
Chad?
Crystal, there's a boom of interest on both operators directly and vendors trying to what we'll call decision-making intelligence, get to that, right?
Yeah.
Where you pull in the POS data, the back office, like SynergySuite data, economic data, weather data, event data, and say, all right, now you got a full enough picture of your business.
Yeah.
Coupled with some AI superpowers to, here's what you should do. If you do this, you'll make more money. Now, so I'm curious, since there's so much interest in that, where do you guys fit into that? Do you view yourselves as providing that critical data to fuel the larger decision making of the business, or is that something we're trying to like shortcut? No. You got a lot of data here. We're going to help you do that.
What decisions do you think people? I mean, you're part of this conversation more than I am, so I'm going to ask you a question back. What decisions do you hear people need to be better at?
Scheduling optimization for one.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's something that we're tackling as well. I actually had a conversation about this last night about scheduling optimization, right? Like how, like somebody said to me last night, I just want to have a system that writes schedules for me.
Yes.
Great. I love the idea. And
we've all said that for years.
But where's the data? So let me ask you though, where's the data coming from on that? Like, what do they want? They want the automation to be availability, labor, like anticipated labor,
sales.
Okay,
right?
sales, anticipated labor, forecast, availability.
Yep.
Got
and
it.
Preference by employees because you have
ranking of employees. You got to know who. But and how do you get that ranking?
Yep.
Sales, comps, voids, great.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Or if they're a drive-through person, I guess you would say if there's upsells and understanding how effective they are in their role as well.
Data.
Yep. I would also say there's that nuance of potentially people on schedule who might work together or cohabitate. Right.
Well, that is what we talked about last night. And I think that's where I understand that brands want us to help make that decision for them with schedule specifically. Look, inventory and purchasing is not emotional, right? You just give me what I need.
Yeah, right.
Here's the thing about schedule. I mean, I manage restaurants. I know who works best together. And I know that they're going to do a really good job and get their side work done really quickly because I know that they're going to go drink down the street afterwards.
Okay.
How do I put that into AI? How do I put into AI? Hey, this person is really good at refilling condiments because they wipe the lids. And I know that. So if they're not there for 3 days in a row, I'm going to have really shitty condiments on my table. Like, it's just like little things like that that I don't know of a way to replace that.
Well, how do you catch that?
Manager has to be involved. They have to know your people.
There's a little bit of gut.
We can't solve you not knowing your people. And we never will. Right. So to your point, it's like, yes, decision making. I would love to be able to take as many of those decisions away from a manager.
Yes.
But I need them to be good at the decisions I can't fix.
So what if you give them the data and allow them to, some people are kind of familiar with prompts now.
Sure.
Prompt with all of their intuition and what they've learned here. And as you're doing this for me, consider all of this.
That would be amazing. If I were to write a schedule.
If a manager would do it, right?
Well, if they would do it. And so if someone were to write my schedule for me and then it would ask me 5 questions at the end. Here's your schedule. Here's the 5 things you need to think about.
Yeah.
Look at the combination of people. Do they work well together? Yes. Okay, moving on. Are these top performers in non-trackable data? Yes. Cool. Move on. If I could get that type of prompt, that would be me writing a schedule in 5 minutes. That'd be amazing. Do you guys have that somewhere? Can I buy that?
But I mean, to your point though, it feels like there's this analogy I think about when I think about AI in general, right? We've been in leadership. We've had teams. We have people on our teams that aren't performing so well.
Sure.
Right. And what do? We go, well, you're doing these 4 jobs. Let's take one of those jobs off your plate.
Sure.
Okay. And we know they're not going to stay in the organization, and then we'll take another job off their plate. And now they have 2 jobs, and they still might be not doing so good. And you're hoping, but they're really not coming. They take the final job off their plate, and I don't have a role for you anymore.
Oh,
it feels like, well, that's what I'm saying. It feels like we're asking ourselves to stop giving ourselves a job in the place we work. We have to know our people. We have to spend time with our people. We have to love our people. So if we're firing ourselves from all these little things that are a human connector to our team, AI is not going to solve that for us.
Oh, but I mean, wouldn't that be the opportunity for the brand to rethink what they want from their managers and invest in the resources that they need? So I'm going to take away, your jobs.
Yep.
Now everything's automated.
Yep.
I still need somebody here because somebody actually has to put their hands up if there's a robbery or lock the door at night. Like that has to happen. So as a brand, I need to invest in the next step of resources. I can't just invest in the technology that takes away their job.
No, right.
I need to invest in the next stage, which for me is development, right? I need to have great development programs. I need to have incentives and training and culture. And that's where I know, oh God, I love this so much. I love this so much for that reason. I need to invest in my people.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about that. I want to talk about SynergySuite. I want to
talk about the shift. I love
let's talk about the shift. We had Mandy on yesterday.
Love it.
Right? What's your involvement?
So Mandy and I have known each other for a number of years, very much like you as a competitive.
All competitors who are just great friends.
Which says something about our industry to be that good of friends with your competitors.
It doesn't always work that way.
No, it does not always work that way. But to my point, you know who doesn't know how to play nicely in the sandbox.
Smelly kids go somewhere else.
Yeah, you can smell them from way far away. So Mandy and I have often talked about how we started in this industry and why we're so attached to it, because it accidentally became our life, right? And there is both my children have worked in their industry. My son worked at Chick-fil-A. He worked at a sushi restaurant. My younger son still works at a restaurant, an owner-operated cider works in San Diego. And I am really, really set on my children having the experience of working in a restaurant because of what it teaches you. That you really can't learn very many other places, right? Not to say it's impossible, it's just not very many other places.
Yeah.
Decision-making on the fly, people skills, nuance, context, multitasking.
Pulling yourself out of the weeds. Dealing with stress and pressure, dealing with a multitude of types of people that you just don't get in your everyday life. And so you have these people who are so skilled, but they can't see the forest for the trees because they want to do something next with their life, but their car breaks down. Or God forbid, they have to move and it's not about the rent. It's about the security deposit. It's about the pet deposit. Or their pet gets They're a slave to their hours because they have to maintain that.
They are a slave to their hours. They can't break the cycle. And yet they're so talented and so skilled. And what I love about the shift is that what Mandy's trying to do is break that cycle of stagnation for some of the most amazing people that can be so successful in their lives. They just need somebody
to
give them a shot and give them a chance.
Yeah.
And I think that that's so important. Not only does our industry need the next generation of leaders, I hope that people who work with the Shift Foundation want to stay in our industry. That's not what we're asking. If you want to go do something else, then please do. But if they stay in our industry, they're helping us. Yeah. And we need that. We need those people there.
A little bit.
Oh, am I out? Sorry, I got really relaxed. And so I just think that recognizing the value of workers in our industry and knowing that they just need a little bit of support. They may not get it where they are, and the shift is going to be able to offer that. And so when Mandy told me about what she was doing and asked me to help evaluate candidates and help be a part of it, I could not have said yes faster.
Yeah, same thing. You can think about it. No, I'm good. Let's do it. It made sense. But the other benefit though is if these workers know that their employers care enough to put them in these programs, they will work harder for them. They will build internal loyalty and fans. Now, screw this guy. He's busting my back every day. I'm delivering every day. And what am I getting? Just my paycheck?
Yeah.
Or I get, I don't know, a tchotchke at the end of the year, or you send me a gift certificate.
Have you guys ever done anniversary gifts in restaurants? I worked at the same place for a long time. I got a pin.
Oh, really?
I still have it. Why? Because that pin was 5
deflating.
Years. Yeah, it was a little deflating. It was a little deflating. No, I think being able to have brands support their people and say, we want you to be more than just an hourly worker or more than just a grunion. I think that really matters.
A grunion.
A grunion.
I've never heard that phrase before. I mean, I used to go chase grunion on the beach.
Yeah, grunion, right? They're just flopping around. You watch them and then you don't care that they're there anymore.
And then they wash back out to sea when another batch comes up.
Another batch comes in.
Replacement. Oh, wow.
You know, there's thousands of them and they're all the same to you, right? And you don't want that for the brand. So yeah, I'm excited about the Ship Foundation. I think it ties into what we were just saying. Like, what are we really trying to do with technology now? We're trying to let technology give people the space to be better people, not replace them. Yeah. I'm not trying to replace you. I'm trying to give you the ability to be the best at what you're good at that I can never build an AI model for.
Yeah, and good businesses create a path.
Yeah.
Here's where you're going to go. Here's where you go next. And if you want to go somewhere else, we'll get you there. But in the meantime, you're being taken care of, seen, and heard.
Yes.
Yeah.
And everybody kind of needs that. Probably more now than ever.
That's the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's just that's basic psychology.
Certainly more in this industry.
Yeah.
And this fits in the broader theme. People recognizing the industry, we need to show people that just got in or on the outside that there's an actually attractive career path in this industry. The more of our best and brightest lean into it versus, no, that's the last thing I'd want to do.
Not so accidental, right?
Yeah.
I mean, did you expect to be here when you started? I didn't.
No.
I was going to law school. I was,
No, not very years. I think I was going to be here.
No, I didn't either. But you know what? I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Sorry, Zurich Pearson, everybody was calling me. Anyways, we do have to land the plane. It's been about 20 minutes. I promised you it was going to be 15, but I do want to make sure that we land the plane on the runway of SynergySuite. Make sure people know where to find you. If they're feeling, what pain are they feeling if they don't know that they're your customer yet, or they should be calling you?
They need to take a really complicated business process and make it very easy for their managers so their managers can take care of their people and yet still have a really profitable bottom line. So if you're asking yourself, how can I be as profitable as possible in the littlest amount of time so that I can free up my managers to do other things and I want to be taken care of as a good partner?
Yep.
That's a great time to come talk to us.
Okay. You're feeling a little bit of pinch. Your inventories aren't doing so great.
Yeah.
Labor schedules are sloppy. Your employees are unhappy because they're not getting good shifts that they can work, or it's inconsistent. Yeah. And your data sucks. Your reporting sucks.
Oh, forget that. I mean,
if you've gone back to Excel,
I don't know. That sounds amazing, but yeah,
I know.
But it's going to take you 20 hours a week to work.
But if you have a system and you're looking at an Excel spreadsheet, you probably have the wrong system.
That's absolutely true. You need a really, really good business tool. We're a very good business tool.
Yeah. So and what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Easy, SynergySuite.com. You can't not find us on LinkedIn nowadays.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, it's just that easy. Actually, it's great because if you go to SynergySuite.com and you click, fill out a form, that actually makes our marketing department very happy. So we would love that.
Okay, let's make that happen. And then I know that we're going to be seeing you again at an upcoming trade show in San Diego, the Restaurant Franchise and Innovation Summit.
Can't wait to have you guys in my hometown.
It's going to be awesome. Can't
really
wait to do a food crawl, eat deliciousness, go to I think we're even going to SeaWorld or something.
Yeah, you're going to SeaWorld. I'm not going to SeaWorld.
The locals know.
I can see SeaWorld from my deck.
That's what I heard.
So I will see you guys there.
She'll see us and see.
But I will not be there. Okay. No.
Well, for now, that's been great. Cristal, you're always amazing. Thank you also for helping out with our little passion project, Back to Blue, and just being a general awesome addition to our industry. Every time I see you, I feel better about my life because I'm having a great conversation.
I love you guys.
I do. Yeah, absolutely.
I do. I love what you guys do. And I love the energy you bring. I'm grateful for it.
Bask in our glow.
Really?
All right, but for now, we're going to land the plane. Let's Cristal Craven get out there and talk to some more folks here at the show because we have limited time on the floor today. Yeah. Look, I took over the camera.
You did.
Let's zoom it in. That Zoom didn't want to work. Yeah, the AI camera does weird stuff. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But for now, we're going to go ahead and close out the podcast. Say thank you, Cristal, for being on the show.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
We'll see you on the next one. And for more awesome content coming from the MURTEC show, stay tuned. We'll catch you in a little bit.